to the old lady whispering, "Hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night noises everywhere." Why are you here?
To see Lucy.
Do you have children, Detective?
I do. I have 4. I can't imagine the pain you're going through to see your baby like this.
What do you want from me?
Let her go.
So you can charge me with murder.
So we can end Lucy's pain.
I believe that's up to God.
So do I. I love my children. And if one of them was sick, I would do anything in the world to make them better, but I would also pray to God that if all hope were gone, he'd give me the strength just to end their suffering.
I love my daughter. If I lose her, I might as well be dead too.
Detective Stabler, your captain said you wanted to talk to me about the Pritchard case.
I think the DA's office should fight to turn off life support.
And what makes you think Judge Preston would grant such a motion?
I read the papers. A similar request was made in California successfully when a father shook his son.
And it was unsuccessful in Florida. Parents are winning the fight to keep their comatose daughter alive despite legal precedent.
Lucy's doctors say she'll never recover.
What's this really about, Detective? You fighting for Lucy or bringing Evelyn Pritchard to justice?
I don't know if she's a grieving mother who can't let go, or if she's just trying to beat a murder rap. What I do know is a little girl's in constant pain, and there is no hope of her ever getting better.
Okay, Detective. But Evelyn gave birth to her. Lucy's her flesh and blood. Be careful or they'll paint us as baby killers.
Why'd you go over my head?
I'm trying to do what's right for that child.
So am I. But it's my case now, and it's my choice, not yours. Okay, you should have come to me first.
I apologize. You're right. You're very right to be pissed at me. Now you tell me you think it's wrong to stop life support.
I'm not a mother. I don't know what I'd do if she were my child.
Welcome to Special Victims. It's not always black and white.
Removing Lucy Pritchard from life support is the only ethically responsible option.
This is reprehensible. She wants to kill a child so she'll have a stronger case.
It's my duty to represent Lucy Pritchard's best interests.
It's hardly in her best interest to be dead.
Every night I pray she gets better. But Lucy is in God's hands, not yours.
We vehemently oppose withdrawing life support. The prosecution wants to execute a helpless child.
Enough, Miss Balthus. What grounds do you have to judicially supersede a parent's right to make decisions for the minor child?
Mrs. Pritchard's right is nullified by her legal predicament. Her judgment is biased because her own future rests on her child's survival.
Then prove to me that cessation of life support is truly in Lucy's best interests.
Lucy has violent pain responses and little more. When we touch her, she has a seizure.
What are her other medical problems?
Lucy's bones have become demineralized.
Can you tell us what that means?
They're very brittle. Yesterday, when a nurse changed her diaper, fractured her hip.
Thank you, doctor. Nothing further.
You're a witness, Miss Balthus.
Dr. Morello, are you familiar with the case of Estelle Sanchez?
No,
Richard Youst? Francine Lamont?
no, they're not my patients.
Well, thank God for that. Because Estelle Sanchez was in a coma for 10 years, woke up, and asked for pancakes. Richard Youst.
Objection. Your Honor.
Sustained. You've made your point, counselor. Move on.
Isn't it true, Doctor? that people awake from so-called persistent vegetative states years after the doctors have told the families to give up hope.
Every case is different.
But miracles happen.
I wouldn't call them that.
What would you call them then? Can science explain the sudden recovery of all function in previously non-responsive patients?
No, but
It happens, doesn't it?
it can.
Thank you.
Redirect, Your Honor.
You may proceed, Counselor.
Dr. Morella, can Lucy awaken as the defense implies?
No. She suffered permanent and irreparable brain damage. Life support is mechanically keeping the shell of what was once Lucy Pritchard alive.
Is there any hope she can recover?
No.
So, in addition to seizures and breaking bones, how would you describe Lucy's life?
I believe she's in constant, excruciating pain.
Enough.
Evelyn,
No, I don't want Lucy to suffer anymore. Please, please turn off the machines.
Ms. Balthus, explain to your client that if she does consent to a cessation of life support, she will face a murder charge.
I don't care. I don't care. I did it. I'm so sorry. I love her. Please, please turn off the machines. Detective, you have to know I love my baby. Everything I did for her. That night, I just wanted a chance at a normal life again with a man I loved. I've been so alone. I just wanted a night to myself. At first, Lucy was sleeping peacefully, but then she woke up and she wouldn't stop screaming, and I was so angry. I shook her over and over until she stopped crying. And then I put her down, and she smiled up at me. She seemed okay. After the doctor told me that she'd been shaken, I just kept telling myself that it couldn't be my fault. Oh, God. I never meant to hurt her.
You over? They turned the machines off. 10 minutes later, Lucy was gone. It was peaceful. Evelyn there? Corrections Center down from Bedford Hills. Give me your keys. I'll drive you home. It's Maureen, about Lucy's age. He's just gotten out of the Marines.